Yo, 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 yo. You can't see me. Nah, I'm fucking around. Y'all can't see me for real. But what the fuck is up, y'all? Just wanted to say happy birthday to the motherfucking champ. And his name is John Cena. And because it's his birthday, I had to make a video on my boy John Cena. And I got a list here of reasons why y'all need to put some motherfucking respect on John Cena. I know I got some subscribers here that don't fuck with John Cena, and I know there's a lot of smart beards that like to leave little comments. And you know what I do when they do leave those little trolling ass comments? I say, oh, thanks, you're sweet. Give them a kissing emoji just to piss them off even more, you know? Because their negative comments or their dislike of my videos give me more viewers. So, yeah. Appreciate everybody who subscribed to the channel. Appreciate my dog J Rance for showing a nigga some love yesterday. Reacted to one of my videos. I appreciate that shit, champ. Good looking out, man. Helping me grow. I appreciate that shit for real. But let's get right into it. Why you need to put some respect on John Cena. Number one, he looks like a superstar. When it comes to a wrestler, I made a video about this. Looks do matter. And John Cena looks like a superstar. He looks like a guy that if you showed a picture of him to some casual person who has no fucking clue and say, oh, this is a current wrestling world champion, you can believe it. They would believe it like, oh, yeah, he looks like a guy who would be a champion or something. Now, imagine if I fucking showed a picture of Sami Zayn or Sammy Guevara or one of these jobbers, and it's like, oh, this guy's the current heavyweight champion of the world. They're gonna be like, is he even a heavyweight? He looks like a regular dude. He looks like a fucking server at Applebee's. You know, John Cena has that look. He has a total package look of what a superstar should be. It's not about being a big sweaty man and all that bullshit. It's about being dedicated to your craft and understanding that, okay, in order to be successful in this business, you do need to look a certain way. So, gotta put in that motherfucking work to look a certain way. Shit, all the best athletes in the world aren't in shit shape. Shit, look at LeBron James. LeBron James is going on 18 years in the motherfucking league and still in better shape than most of the motherfuckers in the league right now. Therefore, he looks like a superstar. He plays like a superstar. He's a fucking superstar. John Cena. Reason number two, he is larger than life. Dude is larger than life as fuck. There's no denying his fucking appeal. When you see this guy, you're like, oh fuck. I've actually, no, I got that as part of the video, but just I've seen him out in public before, and motherfuckers stop what they doing, and motherfuckers like, holy shit, that's John Cena. He has that appeal about him. Adam Cole doesn't have that appeal. Ricochet doesn't have that appeal. Hell, Seth Rollins don't even have that appeal. And he's been fucking pushed as one of the top guys in the company. Nobody gonna stop what the fuck they're doing if they see Seth Rollins walking down the street. Reason number three, he's pretty fucking good on the mic. I feel like a lot of his promos that he did cut, a lot of his great promos, were not scripted. He can actually go at it with some of the best on the mic. You seen his shit with The Rock? There was a couple of times where he actually owned The Rock on the microphone. Like that one promo we cut when they were feuding, and he went in on The Rock about having his shit written down like under his arm. Yo, he left The Rock quiet. I was like, ooh. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, John Cena's a fucking badass on the mic. And you seen that leading up to WrestleMania in his feud with The Fiend, that he should have won, by the way. You seen just how good he was on the fucking mic with no crowd. Cutting fucking dope promos. Dude ain't been around for over a year, and he's still better on the motherfucking mic than most of these jobbers. Reason number four, he actually draws money. Unlike the rest of these goofs, John Cena actually put asses in seats. As much as people didn't like the whole Super Cena run and all that, Raw was still getting like 4 or 5 million viewers while Cena was on top. And he was fucking leading the merchandise. Consistently. Top merch seller. He actually draws money for the company, and boy, I bet they wish, motherfuckers still wish that John Cena didn't take off to Hollywood. Oh yeah, whether you like it or not, the motherfucking man is a draw. One of my favorite reasons, number 5. He's better in the ring than most of these smart favorites. He's pretty fucking good in the ring. He knows how to tell a story. He knows how to sell moves. He never injures people. He never botches. Look at all these guys who y'all love so much that, oh yeah, he never gets injured. Throughout his career, he's only been injured like 3 times? And each time he was injured, they said, okay, you're not going to be able to come back for about 7 months. Dude comes back in 3-4 months. He takes a fucking bad neck bump against Batista at SummerSlam. He gets a neck surgery, shows up to Raw the following day with a little Band-Aid on his neck. You know what I'm saying? Most of these other guys with neck injuries, Johnny, Tommaso, dudes are gone for a year. John Cena showed up and was ready to go, but they just held him back until Survivor Series. So what? He was only out for about 4 months off a neck injury. So yeah, being big and sweaty does have its benefits, don't it? Number 6, he put people over. You guys love to say that John Cena buries people. I can agree to some extent, yeah. But he actually put a lot of fucking people over, especially recently. He put Finn Balor over in that fatal 4-way match to face Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. He didn't have to take the pin. There was two other guys in that match that Finn Balor could have pinned, but no, Cena ate the pin, and he raised his hand after the fucking match, put him over. Look at Finn Balor, he's back on fucking NXT. So he got the rub from John Cena, and it led to nowhere. He put Kevin Owens over. He put Shinsuke Nakamura over. Hell, eliminated him from the Royal Rumble at that, and won the Royal Rumble. And look at Shinsuke Nakamura, still a fucking jobber. And he fucking dropped Cena on the top of his head. Botched the fuck out of that move. He put AJ Styles over. He put Roman Reigns over. He put Seth Rollins over. He put Dean Ambrose over. I forgot they had a match on SmackDown Live when they were having that feud. AJ Styles had just beat Ambrose for the championship, and they had that triple threat match at No Mercy. Ambrose and Cena had a match, and Ambrose actually won clean. He won clean with like a fucking roll up. So don't give me this bullshit of John Cena not putting guys over. And he got squashed by The Undertaker in like 5 minutes at WrestleMania. He put over Brock Lesnar. Bruh. John Cena's put over way more people than you can fucking imagine. But sorry that he's still a fucking star and people still want to see him because he's just so fucking larger than life. Sorry about that. And let's go right into that. Number 7, he is the last mainstream WWE superstar. There's no wrestlers right now that has a mainstream appeal right now. The only one you probably can say does kind of have a mainstream appeal is Brock. And that's because he went to UFC and all that shit. But Brock had to go to UFC. You know what I'm saying? Cena was a mainstream guy in WWE. Seth Rollins ain't mainstream. Roman, you know, he's almost there, but not quite. They have to use his family lineage, and they have to use his nepotism to The Rock to put him over as far as like having that mainstream. You know, John Cena doesn't have no family ties. He doesn't have a relative that's a top star in fucking Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? So he's the last mainstream WWE star, man, who everyone knows. Number 8, he was the last one from the OVW group to get pushed. People love to say John Cena got handed everything. And here's where I'm going to tell you you're wrong. Sorry, I'm eating this fucking little slushy shit. Well, so he had a very bland character. This whole ruthless aggression, walking around bitch slapping people. It didn't do anything for him. He almost gets fired. But him having that episode of SmackDown where he was rapping on Halloween and all that shit is what saved him. And Stephanie McMahon, that's probably the only good thing Stephanie McMahon did, was actually make sure John Cena kept his job and kind of put him over, because she saw the fucking charisma that he had. That's the only thing Stephanie did right. But yeah, so Brock Lesnar was already the fucking champion at this point. Brock Lesnar came in the fucking company with a huge push. King of the Ring, SummerSlam, main event, and beating The Rock clean. But it's believable because it's Brock Lesnar. You look at him and it's like, okay, this makes sense. It don't make sense for fucking Finn Balor to get caught up on NXT, beat Roman Reigns clean, beat Seth Rollins clean at SummerSlam and become the first Universal Champion. That don't fucking make sense. But Brock Lesnar is believable. And they actually told the story and they did it right. He fucking beat all these guys. He was supposed to beat Stone Cold, but Stone Cold walked out. He went over Hulk Hogan. So he beat a bunch of top stars to fucking get to The Rock and beat him. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, Lesnar was a top guy. Cena was a fucking undercard jobber. When he had his Thugonomics gimmick, now he's kind of in the undercard, in the lower mid card with this gimmick. Yeah, Randy Orton and Batista got moved to Raw and were put in Evolution. So even though they weren't main event per se, they were still kind of in the main event picture because they were affiliated with Triple H and Ric Flair. So they were always in important angles on the show. Then you had Shelton Benjamin, who was kind of in that same situation as Orton and Batista because he was a part of Team Angle. And Angle had became champion, so they were protecting Kurt Angle. So they were kind of in main event scenarios as well. While John Cena literally had to work. It took John Cena 2 years just to win a mid-card title. He came in the company in 2002. He didn't win his first fucking championship until WrestleMania 20. And he didn't even have a match at WrestleMania 19. He came out on a fucking pre-show and cut a fucking promo sounding off on Fabulous and Jay-Z. That was on the pre-show, guys. Not even on the fucking actual card. All these guys were involved in the show to some capacity, and John Cena wasn't. And y'all say he got handed everything? Bruh, Orton had been the Intercontinental Champion. Batista and Ric Flair had been the Tag Team Champions. John Cena still ain't had no fucking title. He was losing most of his feuds. He got his ass beat by Brock Lesnar. He got his ass beat by The Undertaker. He got his ass beat by Kurt Angle. So most of these feuds he went into, oh yeah, he got beat by Eddie Guerrero. So most of these feuds he went into as the heel, he was jobbing. He really didn't start winning matches until he kind of turned face when, Lesnar wanted him to join Team Lesnar, and he was like, nah, you can't tell me what to do, blah, 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 because he was kind of like, a tweener. Because he was doing heel shit, but was still getting pops from the crowd. So he's kind of in between. And then when he got jumped by Team Lesnar, that's kind of when he turned face. Then he started to win matches. Then he beats Big Show and becomes the U.S. champion. And then during that whole time on SmackDown in 2004, he was in the mid-card. Orton was fucking world champion, bruh. Batista and them, they was already working their way towards becoming world champs. And when John Cena finally won the fucking title, It wasn't even in the main event of the show. Batista's match was in the main event of the show. They tried to make Orton the face of the company, but Orton failed because Orton was too much of a fucking little shit. And Orton has no fucking charisma. You know what I'm saying? He has no fucking charisma to appeal to people. He's a great wrestler and he looks like a wrestler too, but he's not John Cena. So yeah, he was the last one to get pushed. He didn't cry like a fucking mark on a podcast and say, they held me back. Vince didn't believe in me and blah, blah, blah. No, he had to put in the extra motherfucking work to show, yo, I can be that guy. Therefore, and Vince McMahon saw his fucking work ethic. He works harder than any motherfucking body. That could be a reason in itself, but I'm tying it into this reason. He works harder than any motherfucking body on the fucking roster. And Vince McMahon saw that it reminds him of him. Because Vince McMahon is a hard-working ass go-getter as well. So he knows he can rely on this guy to be the motherfucking face of his company. Because the best ability is availability. And John Cena is always fucking available. But anyway. Number 9, he's a fucking alpha male. I can respect that shit. The guy is alpha as ever. You know, people like to talk bad about him, like on Total Bellas or whatever, or totally whatever the fucking show was when him and Nikki was living together. You know, he had these fucking house rules. And people were on the internet talking about, how come John Cena's got her following all these rules? He's making all these rules. What a douchebag. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, bitch, if you in my motherfucking house, this is the guidelines. If you want to stay with me, these are my rules. And I'm going to need you to follow them if you want to stay here. What the fuck did Nikki Bella bring to that motherfucking relationship besides a pussy hole? So he let her the fuck know. Bitch, this my house, and this is what's gonna happen in my house. These are the guidelines you need to follow. If you can't follow them, get the fuck out my house. Bye. That's some man shit. He fucking let her know that there's a fucking hierarchy. He let her know that I'm the man. This is my house that I pay for, that I'm allowing you to stay in. The least you can do is follow my fucking rules while you're in my house. That's alpha shit right there. All these other fucking pussy boys. It's okay, babe. You can do whatever you want to do. Oh, you left that dirty and didn't clean it. It's okay, babe. It's okay. I'll take care of it. All that whining and dining bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch gotta earn that. But anyway. And that ties. Oh yeah, and the fact that he said he didn't want to get married and have kids. I respect the fuck out of that. That whole proposal at WrestleMania to Nikki Bella was a fucking work. That was just a pop ratings and get motherfuckers talking. He wasn't gonna never marry that bitch. She wasn't down for him like that. She wanted to get married to John Cena because it's John Cena. You know what I'm saying? And the reason that he was fucking with Nikki Bella is because she was just some convenience pussy. He's John Cena. He can get any bitch he want. The reason he was fucking on Nikki Bella is because, I mean, she's in the industry as well. They're on the same fucking show. They're traveling together. Shit, I need a hole to bust off in every once in a while. Okay, here, you'll do. He could have fucked on any bitch on that motherfucking roster. But he chose to fuck on Nikki. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. She was just some convenience pussy, man. And that ties right into number 10. He made Nikki Bella a better wrestler. I know it doesn't have much to do with John, but I remember people would boo Nikki Bella because she was with John Cena and would pop for Brie because she was with Daniel Bryan. And Brie fucking sucks. You see how much Brie botches. You see how much she hurts people. And she has to use Daniel Bryan's moveset. Nikki, on the other hand, had her own fucking moves, actually told a story in the ring, actually has ring psychology, and played into her character during the fucking matches. And on top of that, she had her own finishing move. And her moves look like they hurt. They look like they hurt without actually hurting people. That forearm, the fucking rack attack, her spine buster, whatever. Brie was actually in the ring hurting bitches. and on top of that was botchy as shit. So yeah, that was the motherfucking John Cena Midas touch. Made Nikki a better wrestler. Reason 11. He's a pretty fucking cool dude. I actually got a chance to meet John a couple times, and every time I met him, he's always been solid. He's always been a fucking pretty down to earth dude. I got to meet him twice at SummerSlam in 2010 when they buried Nexus, and in 2011. But that was one of my favorite times I met him. I came home from deployment, and this is when I was stationed in San Diego. JCNC, what up, motherfuckers? So they was having SummerSlam like that following weekend that I got back from deployment. I had that weekend off, so I drove up to LA to do the fucking meet and greet and shit at SummerSlam. And John, bro, he was just so fucking cool, man. He was really nice. I had my uniform on. He fucking showed love, and he actually gave me an extra autographed picture, which was pretty fucking cool. And my last and final reason, probably the most important reason, he carried the company when all the top stars left. When The Rock left, when Brock Lesnar left, Goldberg, Stone Cuck. You know what? We're not gonna even call him fucking Stone Cuck anymore. He said that one of the names that creative gave for him one of the names to pick from was Fang McFrosty. So we're gonna call Stone Cuck now from now on Fang McFrosty. But he actually carried the motherfucking company when nobody else wanted to. Brock was supposed to be the guy. Brock walked out. Nobody else stepped up to the plate but John motherfucking Cena. And he carried the company consistently longer than anybody. He carried the company longer than Hogan. He carried the company longer than Fang McFrosty. He carried the company longer than Brett, longer than Shawn, longer than Rock. I wouldn't even say Triple H carried the company because Triple H was never the guy. He was always like third or fourth guy. You know, he carried the company for like a good 10 years where he was like the guy. Probably longer than that. But yeah, he carried the company consistently longer than any motherfucking body. And people get mad if he comes back because they feel like he's going to bury somebody and blah, blah, blah. But all these other guys fucking suck. He stepped aside, and there's an opportunity for these new guys to be the John Cena-esque type guy. And I think when they say that, oh, Vince doesn't want anybody to be that guy because he doesn't want them to take off to Hollywood. Are you fucking serious, bro? Vince has lost bigger fucking stars. Vince McMahon knows how to make new stars. So he ain't pressed on if a star's made so fucking big and they take off to Hollywood. That actually helps him more than hurts him because that puts his company on the fucking map. You understand what that fucking means, bro? That means that there's going to be more fucking casual people watching the fucking show because they're like, oh, fuck, this guy came from wrestling. Okay, they might have other wrestlers like this guy on the show. Let me check this shit out. But when they check it out, they fucking see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura having a fucking seizure in the ring. They're like, what the fuck is this retarded shit? I'm not watching it now. So yeah, John Cena carried the motherfucking company and kept WWE somewhat relevant after the Attitude Era. And I fucking respect that. So say what you want about John Cena, but y'all niggas need to put some motherfucking respect on his motherfucking name. John Cena is on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. I don't care what nobody say. He's absolutely on the fucking Mount Rushmore because he busted his ass and he did everything he needed to do to fucking keep the company afloat, and he drew money larger than life and all that shit. So I'm out this bitch. Happy birthday, John Cena. I hope you can hear this video, bro. Much love to you. Still fucking looking good at 43, no homo. Shit. I'll holla back at y'all. Peace.